So, Yasmin, what did we cover in our last session?
Model verb.
Yes, we talked about modal verbs. So, give me two examples of modal verbs.
Model verb. So we talked about ability, probability, permission. So
Mm-hmm.
ability means can, could. These verbs we used for ability. For probability, we use may, might, must, and for
Mm-hmm.
permission, we use could.
Yes, we can use for permission may, could,
Could.
can.
Uh-huh.
So, let's
Mm-hmm.
say if I want to ask someone if I can use their notebook or not, how will I frame the sentence?
Uh, um, can you tell me whether I can use this notebook or not?
Mm-hmm. And what if I say to start the sentence from me?
Uh, from you?
From me. Start the sentence, start your question
Uh-huh.
from me.
From
Me.
uh,
Same example, same situation. Try to
mm-hmm.
frame the question starting from modal verb me.
Me?
Me. M-A-Y, me. May
You
I
may?
go to the washroom? Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, may I use this notebook?
Wonderful. Now you tell me which sentence is better according to you. Can I know if I use this notebook or not?
Yeah,
Or may I use your notebook?
may.
Yes. So as discussed before, may is used when we are talking about or when we are
Mm-hmm.
talking in a formal way.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. So today we are having a different class. We haven't done this before. This is the first class of that. We're going to
Uh-huh.
do reading today.
Okay.
We are going to work on pronunciation. We will be working on reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to
Okay.
write some text. I just want you to read it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Please make sure that you're taking enough pauses, right? You're
Okay.
not reading too fast or too slow. Just go in the
Okay.
flow like you speak.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, can you see the whiteboard? Just a
No.
moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. Can you see
Yeah,
the
I can see
whiteboard?
now.
Okay, I'm going to
Yes.
write few lines. It's a short
Mm-hmm.
story. So how is the weather today, Yasmin?
Um, it was cold right now.
Mm-hmm. And what's the temperature? How cold is it?
It's around 64. It's a little bit cold, not uh, too cold.
Okay, and what sort of weather do you like?
Um, not too cold and not too hot.
Okay, that's great. So you don't like any chilly weather or too much
Too
hot.
hot. Too much. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Okay. Now you can go through it and then please start reading. This is a story. This is one part of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know how hunters of old used to trap monkeys? A man asked his child. Rather than chasing them up a tree or shooting arrows from below, they would put a heavy glass jar with a narrow neck on the floor, which had the monkey's favorite food inside. They would then step back and hide, waiting for the unsuspecting animal to approach.
Very well read. The pronunciation of most of the words was fantastic.
Mhm.
Great. Now you tell me what do you understand by reading this much? The story is talking about what?
About the hunters, how they are catching the monkeys,
Mm-mm. How they are or how they were?
how they were.
Were. Now, how do you know we're talking about something in past?
Um,
Why were? Why
by
not are?
um, by reading, I came to know it's from past.
Yes. Which word helped you to understand it is? It should be past
Uh,
tense. Tense.
uh, yeah, they would then step back and hide. They would, and do you know, these are the words that helped me uh, that to, yeah, it was past.
Yes, it is in past tense. The narrator is telling about an incident of past. If you see the
Yeah.
first line, do you know how
Mm-hmm,
hunters of
mm-hmm,
old, that means they are referring to hunters of the old time.
yeah,
Yes. And what are they trying to hunt? What are they trying to trap?
monkeys.
Say it once again for me.
Monkeys.
Perfect. Okay, if you're not feeling well, you need not to speak too loud. It's perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Uh,
we call it monkey, not monkey. So I'm happy you said it perfectly fine. So
mm-hmm.
tell me, what is the method they are using for trapping the monkeys?
Shooting arrows.
Hmm. And how do you know shooting arrows?
Um, it has mentioned in the story.
Please use, take a look on the second paragraph. What is it trying to say?
Rather than chasing them up a tree or shooting, oh, okay, shooting arrows from below, they would put a heavy glass jar with a narrow neck on the floor. They are using glass pieces.
My drawing is not that good, but I'm trying to imagine what they are trying to say. Let's say they are using a glass jar. Huh?
A glass
Okay.
jar with a narrow neck on the floor.
Yes. So rather than chasing them up a tree or shooting
Or
arrows
shooting
from
arrows.
below,
Hmm.
yes, they would put a heavy glass jar with a narrow neck on the floor. What does it mean?
They are using a jar to catch the monkeys rather than chasing them or using arrows.
Exactly. So what they're doing is they're taking a jar. I hope it's something like this. So they're taking a
Mhm.
jar with a narrow neck. This is the neck
Yeah.
of the jar, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So they're using a narrow neck, and what are they keeping in that? Sorry, what they were keeping in that jar?
Monkey's favorite food.
Exactly. So
So
monkeys' favorite food will say it
favorite
like monkeys. Now,
monkey.
what do you? Yes,
Uh-huh.
monkeys. Now, what do you understand from the last line? They would then step back and hide, waiting
Hide.
for the unsuspecting animal to approach. What does it mean?
Um, they're hiding back for the monkeys to approach.
Exactly. So they were waiting. So they actually set up all the trap they wanted, and then they were waiting. They used to wait for the monkey.
Mhm.
Now, after reading this much point, I just want you to take a while and think what is going to happen next. We know what the method is: a glass
Yeah.
jar on the floor with a very narrow neck.
Hmm.
Why is it so? How it is going to be useful? Share your thoughts with me.
Usually, usually monkeys like food. So hope by keeping this narrow jar and keeping some food inside, probably monkey will come and uh, try to get the food, and it will fill inside the jar.
Exactly. So what they're trying to do is they are trying to trap the monkey through that jar with a narrow neck. Now, here is the next part of the story. Let's see what
Uh-huh.
new we can learn from those words. Please read the first
Okay.
paragraph for me. Read the entire one.
Mm-hmm. When it did, the monkey would reach inside, clench a fist around the food, and try to pull it out. However, the narrow neck of the jar would stop the poor monkey from getting its hand out.
Yes. So, what idea did you get after reading it out?
Uh, so, when the monkey reached inside the jar, it looked
Hmm.
for the food and tried to take it.
Exactly. So, what will happen is the monkey would reach inside, clench a
Mhm.
fist around the food. What is clench a fist? That's a new word. Clench
Look
a
for the
fist. Sorry?
look for the food. Look for
Look
the
for
food.
the food. Okay. And have you ever heard of this word fist in your life?
No.
Okay. So, let me tell you. You have a kid, right?
Yeah.
You might have seen when she was way too younger, she might have used to grab things quickly with her hand.
Yes.
Yes, so that thing is called clench a fist. Using your
Mm-hmm.
hands, using your fingers, when you grab a thing quickly, that is called clench a
And for
fist.
fist. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we don't say first, it's fist. Say it once for me.
Fist.
Exactly. So, our hand, when we use fingers, around the palm or using our palm, we call it fist. When we grab something quickly with the hand,
Mm-hmm.
that thing is fist.
Okay. Fist.
Yes, yes. So clench a fist means grab the food
Grab
very quickly.
very quickly. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And try to pull it out. So what they are trying to do is they are putting the favorite food inside the jar. What's your favorite food, Yasmin?
Some cookies.
Cookies, let's say. So there are so many cookies here. Okay. Here, cookies, 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 cookies. So they are putting cookies in the jar. So when the monkeys will try to hold those cookies,
Mm-hmm.
what will happen?
Um,
They will
the jar.
struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. The narrow neck of the jar will
Mhm.
hold the monkey's hand. It can't take it out.
Yes. So for monkeys, it would be difficult to get out their hands, to get their
Yeah.
hands out, right? Great. Now
Yeah.
please read the next two paragraphs.
It would pull and pull, but it will pull and pull, but to no avail. There was simply no way to get its hand out of the jar without releasing the food. But yeah,
Hmm.
so it's trying to pull and pull, but it can't.
The next paragraph as
But
well, please.
rather than letting go, though, the monkey would preserve, refusing to drop its dinner.
Yes. Well read. And it says it would pull and pull, but no avail. What does mean? What is the meaning by no avail? That's a new word.
Uh, no, yeah, I didn't heard about that word.
Okay, no avail means ineffective, not useful, not of
Mm-hmm,
any benefit or advantage.
mm-hmm,
Yes, so when we know that whatever we are going to do, we are not getting good results out of it, that is going to be of no use, that means no avail. Okay?
okay.
Yes. So we have learned so far two phrases
Mm-hmm.
clench a fist, no avail. Now, what is this part of the story narrating?
So like in olden days, they are catching the monkeys, not uh, by by only one method, uh, by keeping the jar and putting some food inside, uh, so that they can catch the monkey easily rather than uh, running behind them, or shooting with or hurting them with arrows.
Yes. So, is there any way for the monkeys to save themselves?
Yeah, if the monkey drop the food, it can save themselves, but never. But monkeys never do that.
Exactly. So they refuse to drop their dinner. This is the last line.
The hunters would then approach and catch it to enjoy a meal of their own.
So what happens next?
Next, the hunters will catch the monkey.
Exactly. And they will enjoy a meal of their own. So they will cook and eat the monkeys. So this was the entire story. Okay. Now
Uh-huh.
I I would like you to think of the moral of the story. We always say every story has a moral or a good lesson to learn.
Mhm.
Yes. So I'm going to give you the hint. You can frame a moral from the last three paragraphs. Think about it. If this is a story, what moral we will get out of it?
Uh-huh. Uh, I couldn't think of any.
Okay, so no worries. So this was the first story. I'm going to send the next part of it. Please read it for me.
Um, don't be like that monkey, warned the man. In life, to fight another day and grow as person, you must know when to quit, when to move on, and when to let go of whatever's holding you back.
Yes. So what do you understand from this paragraph?
So we should not be like monkey. So to move on, we have to we have to do whatever holding our hands,
Holding us back. Now, can you please read this word for me once?
holding us back.
This one. Yeah, please take a look on the screen.
Your screen.
Yeah,
Uh,
take a look on the whiteboard. Can you see the word?
it's wand,
Wand. Say it once again.
wand, wand.
Yes. Now, read the first line once again of the last
Okay.
paragraph. Read the
Mm-hmm.
first line, please.
Okay, it's in the chat. Don't
Okay.
be like that monkey.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Uh, warn the man
Want
in
the
life.
man.
Warn the
Exactly.
man
Yes.
in
Now,
life to fight. Uh-huh.
that is enough. Thank you so much. And what is the meaning of last three words? Holding you back. Holding back. What does it mean?
Holding back means um, keeping in the same what we are, keeping in the
Hmm.
same position in what we are.
Exactly. So something which is not allowing us to move further,
Uh-huh.
or something which is restricting our growth, which is restricting our action, which is restricting our speech, we can say, holding back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. So now this is the story. Would you like to frame two sentences that will be the moral of the story?
Uh, okay. Um,
Now the moral is clear. It's in the last paragraph.
yeah.
Yes. Say it once.
Um, we should not be like that monkey.
Hmm.
Uh,
Why we should not be like the monkey?
Um, because for
Because.
my because the for monkeys they want food, so they
Mhm.
never move on to next without eating them.
Exactly. So we can say that in order to grow, in order to survive, we must
Mm-hmm,
learn when to move on or when to let go of anything, whatever is holding us back.
mm-hmm.
Yes. So we should not be stubborn of anything. What is the meaning of word stubborn?
Stubborn means um, we should let it go.
Exactly. So stubborn means when we are not ready to do anything, ready to know to do
Uh,
something.
uh-huh,
Yes. So we are willful that we are not going to do that thing. Let's say I'm stubborn. I'm not going to eat that sandwich. That
mm-hmm,
means I have the will. I am fixed on a mindset that I'm not going to eat that sandwich. I hope you're clear with the word stubborn.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. So what new words did we learn today?
Uh, clench the fist.
Clench a fist. Hmm.
Um, no avail,
Okay. No
avail,
avail. No avail.
and stubborn.
Yes. Stubborn and bond. And what is a fist?
Um, grab it quick.
That is clench a fist. Fist means that posture of your hand. When your
Mm-hmm,
hands are, bent inwards. Let's say you are going to grab something quickly. What action do we do? Yasmin, try to imagine. You open your hand,
uh,
grab that thing, and quickly bend your fingers
close.
inwards, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we close the fingers. We close our hand. That is a fist.
Mm-hmm,
Exactly. Now, I guess we don't have enough time for the next story, but let's do one thing. Let us do some words pronunciation.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to write
Okay.
some words, okay? I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
read the words for me. So, this is the first word.
Vase.
Wonderful. Generally, what is the most way of mispronouncing this word? In what way this word
Viswas.
has vast? Exactly. So this is a very common word. You made me so happy and proud. You don't know how big smile I have on my face right now. Okay, it's waste. Now this is the next one. Very common word.
Data.
Perfect. Why not data?
Uh,
Can we say data?
no.
Okay, so here is the next one. These are very common words, day to day life.
Tomato.
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 Say it once. Wonderful. It's tomato.
Tomato.
Okay.
Tomato.
Now another word.
Okay.
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 Wonderful. And what is the first drink that you have in the morning?
Water.
Okay. After that,
Coffee.
coffee. What is
Coffee.
it?
Coffee.
Coffee. Very good. These are very common words. Now this is the next one.
Can't.
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 Very good. Frame a sentence using this word.
I can't come now with you. I have some work to do.
Wonderful. So it's canned, it's tomato, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this one you already knew. Really very well done. So on Wednesday or on Thursday, we are going to have test, okay? And
Okay.
tomorrow we will start with the story that we're left with today and try to complete the story in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And Yasmin, tell me about the two songs that you were listening.
Uh, the
Sorry, pardon me.
thinking out loud
Hmm.
and another one. Hello.
Okay, so now for tomorrow, you will be listening. You will listen to one more song, okay? And you will tell me something about that song, that what that
Okay.
song is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So try to listen to more and more English songs. Do you watch web series?
Yes.
English?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Netflix.
in which language? Pardon me.
Uh, I will watch only in English.
That is good. And which web series are you watching these days?
Uh, in Netflix, some of the shows.
Uh-huh. Tell me name of one of the shows you are watching.
Uh, Never have ever.
That's great. Which season are you on?
The last season.
So we will discuss
Uh-huh.
about never have I ever. Okay, tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey. So Yasmin, have a great day ahead. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.